me, bitches.
Right here in Dallas, Cowboys running back Felix Jones. Joining us from the Kansas City Chiefs, wide receiver Dwayne Bowe. Green Bay Packers linebacker Clay Matthews. From the Detroit Lions, Ndamukong Suh. From the St. Louis Rams, Steven Jackson.
Bring me along, man. Call me the same man. When I drop beats, I'm the one-man band man. Cash moves everything around me. Get the money, $100 bill shop. Freeze! You know what it is.
The Cleat is very sharp. Tell us this. You said you listened to the players. You got player insight. What did you hear from these guys that helped you develop such an amazing Cleat?
Well, I think as you can see, the spectrum of athlete that we have here, the number one thing we heard across the board, whether it's high school, college, or pro, was the idea that we can't sacrifice speed and we can't sacrifice in the Cleat. So how do you create the best all-around product for me?
That's a good job. Now, Steven Jackson is the elder statesman of the group. We should call him Mr. Jackson. He probably wore more Nikes than all these guys. Tell me, Steven, as a power back, but you play with speed, how do you think this Cleat could help your performance?
What allows for me to, in my game, I'm so dependent on being explosive and powerful at the same time.
Yeah.
With it being lightweight, it allows for me to be very dangerous in my cuts and especially running inside the zone.
Okay. And Ndamukong Suh. Now you got my vote for defensive rookie of the year, but that's just me, okay? A couple of people agree with me, so you're all right. Now Ndamukong as a defensive lineman, a lot of people think, listen, either you're strong enough to dominate the guy in front of you and get to the quarterback or you're not. But explain to our audience how this Cleat can enhance your performance.
For me, the biggest thing is being able to have a shoe that feels light and still durable for somebody my size.
Right.
And then with that, the biggest thing is I'm at angles and I'm bending in certain directions and certain levels, and being able to have those sidewall shoulders are huge for me to be able to bend and get back to that quarterback to get those sacks in the middle.
And how much do you weigh?
Right now I'm about 305.
305. Okay. Clay, as a linebacker, you may have to go up against guys the size of Steven or the size of Felix. How does a shoe like this with the versatility helps you in the trenches or out in space?
Yeah, well, especially at my position, I'm required to not only rush the passer, but drop into coverage, guard guys like this man to man. So I need a shoe that does it all. So, I'm exploding off the edge. I need speed. I need it to hold when I'm dipping on these big tackles and to hold up with the power game on the inside.
You're having a fantastic season. Congratulations. Mr. Bowe.
How you doing?
Finding yourself, sir.
I'm blessed.
You spend a lot of time in the end zones these days, huh?
I do. I love
think
it.
one of the most complicated, demanding routes is the comeback. Put a lot of pressure on your ankles. Tell me, how would this shoe help you run that route better?
I mean, just look at it. This shoe is what any football player would ever want. Comfort, durability, the traction on the bottom. For a guy like me to be 220 and able to get out of my routes on a corner that's lighter than me. And these right here on the bottom right here just amazing. When you stop and put the pressure down and be able to come out of your routes.
Right.
And knowing that the shoe is durable for all of that, any type of weather, you don't have to switch into the 3/4, but you got all the traction you need right here on this one shoe. So this shoe right here is the best shoe thus far I've ever seen.
It's a great commercial for the shoe right there. Felix, small back, reminds me of my favorite player when I was growing up, Tony Dorsett. You get out there on the edges, you got a guy like Clay Matthews trying to cover you in space. How could this shoe give you an advantage?
With the support, it locks your feet down. It supports you when you make your cuts. The traction on the bottom is great for speed and making cuts on a dime. And I think this will help with running backs out to get away from these big guys. And, it's lightweight, and it's cool. It's a nice looking shoe as well.
Yeah, Felix is the type of running back. He can cut on a dime and give you change. That's how talented he is.
first thing I look for in a football cleat is a cleat that is going to play and be as tough as I am as far as just the durability of playing football. How when I'm cutting hard, is it going to hold up? When I'm playing hard, when I'm getting tackled, when I'm fighting for the extra yard, is that cleat going to work as hard as I'm going to work?
The main thing I'm looking for in a cleat, it's definitely something that's comfortable. And me, my preference is having a shoe that is, cleat that is tight, snug to my feet.
You wear shoes for 3.5 hours during the game and then 3 hours during practice, so it's nice to have a shoe that's comfortable. I like it when my foot slides in my shoe, so I like it to fit snug to my foot and just be comfortable when I'm wearing it.
I wanted a cleat that gave me great ankle support, but was still very breathable.
Being able to stretch my rush. Obviously that has to do with getting around your offensive linemen at a different plane and a lower level. You have to be able to have great bend in your legs, which also means you need to have great traction.
The style of the cleat, the looks. I mean, that's always important. You look good, you feel good, you play good.
As far as D-linemen go, you definitely want a cleat that's going to harness your power. You definitely want a cleat that's going to, give you the ability to be explosive off the line and make sure that, you have all of that traction that you need to continue to move forward as, offensive linemen pushing against you.
You want to be able to, have that traction, when you're out on the field, especially from my position, running back position, very, very important that you're able to make your cuts.
Split second, it matters. It's a difference between an interception or, getting beat for a touchdown.